Anthony, your soup is where I put it. Relax, dude. Whichever one you want, there's two. Okay. I am really sorry, guys. I lost track of time and my kids are driving me insane. So, let's go to my channel. I'm right here. Whew. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and then the kids are out in my, like, they're just driving me insane today. Hey, Jonathan, go play in your room, please. Go play in your room. I don't want you in the hallway. Like, you know those days where you just want to strangle your children? It's one of those days, okay? And since they're being homeschooled until tomorrow, I'm like losing my shit. Okay, I'm gonna go to the comments. Okay, hi everybody. Linka, you're so sweet. My cheese is melting. What? Okay, so it's so fitting, right? For today's live is taking care of yourself. Sometimes I hate having children because I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna go on the phone, and they're quiet, right? And then they just start being loud when I'm on the phone. Or I'll be like, I'm gonna go live, so you guys need to be quiet, and they don't. They start crying. So yeah, today's one of those rough mom days for me, and I'm just over it. What do you want, Anthony? Okay, give me a second, guys. I got it. Move out of my way. After I got it. Ah! Jonathan, you need to bring him in here. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna deal with this right now. You understand that? Oh, you're stressing me out. Don't ask me again for your code ever again. I'm not gonna do it. No. Okay, I'm back. Yay, catching for a short bit as I am on the train to work. Oh, nice, Gracie. That's cool. Yeah, the boys have been fighting, and yeah, I just want to throw them outside. Like, go outside and play in the sun. You know, look at this beautiful sun. So, as you guys can see, I am working on Sakura Festival. My other diamond painting I have to do a post review on, so I just decided to start on this, and that's what I'm doing. I hope everybody's doing great today. How many of you are in here? 14. Okay. So, let's talk about taking care of yourself, because it is so important, and I know I have talked about it in the past, but I feel like I want to talk about it often because people forget to take care of themselves, and because it's just something that I know helps people when I, because people are like, what do you mean take care of yourself? I don't mean like showering and putting perfume on and cologne and all this. I'm talking about taking care of your mind, right? And how do you take care of your mind? Well, there's a lot of ways. Just the first thing that I would say is, what makes you happy? Like, what makes you happy? What makes you smile? Is it something that you can afford? Like, does it require spending money? Is it something that doesn't, like maybe going out in nature, walking, taking a hike? What makes you feel at ease and makes you forget all your worries, right? Let's start with that. So in the comments, I want you guys to tell me what your escape is, because a lot of people are always like, don't run away from your problems, right? But sometimes we want to run away from our problems, okay? Like, don't tell me what to do. like you don't know my issues, my problems. Sometimes I want to run away because I want peace of mind. Am I right or am I wrong? So I want you guys to comment and tell me what makes you happy. What is something that makes you forget about all your worries in the world? It could be anything, okay? It could be going shopping. For me, it is. For me, I like going to Target and I like going to Marshall's. And it's, or is it Marshall's or no, TJ Maxx. And it's something that, like, yes, shopping is something that makes me happy. Um, Especially if I'm like by myself without the kids. Oh my God, it's amazing. I get my Starbucks. I go and get some stuff for the house. You know, I don't do it like every day. I do it maybe once a month. But it could be something you're doing with somebody. Maybe, I mean, I know it's going to sound like, oh my God, funny, but sometimes even having sex with your partner makes you happy, right? Um, what else? Walking your dog, going to the movies by yourself, having a girls' night, you know? Diamond with baby cakes in bed. Bethany Kristen says, taking care of yourself is easier said than done sometimes. Yes, it is, but this is what this live is about. It's me telling you that you have to make time for yourself, because if you cannot take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? How are you going to do the job that someone else requires you to do, right? How are you going to give something to somebody when you can't give to yourself, right? When I say taking care of yourself, it doesn't mean you have to go spend money on yourself. It could mean that you need to do something that is going to put your mind at ease, that's going to make you forget about all the problems in your world for at least a day, okay? Or a few hours, fuck, a few minutes. Never say never, okay? That's one thing too. Never say never. It's not easier said than done. You can do it. And that is the only time I will ever say someone is wrong. Like, unless you're in prison, or unless you've been kidnapped. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't take care of yourself. Let's see. Working on my crafts alone, says Tam Tam. Baby Cake says sleep. Nice. Oh my God, I love naps. Lenka says, I go online and give empowering comments to friends. That's really sweet of you. Elizabeth says, no, not that. Anything but that. Bethany says, walking around in a store and just looking at everything. Yes, sometimes I like doing that too, like window shopping, or you just don't even buy it, you just look at it and you're like, I wonder if this would look good in my kitchen, you know? Jeremy says, I like coming home and seeing Trapper all happy and it makes me happy. Oh, Trapper Do will always make everybody happy. He's the cutest. Bethany says, arts and crafts. Okay. Bev says, same Bethany. Let me go to live chat because I'm on top chat. Going to the beach to recharge. Oh my gosh. Remember when I would tell you guys that I hated the beach? Well, now I miss it because that's where I would get my vitamin D. I would literally just go to the beach and like get super hot, like recharge, right? It's like you're charging yourself. Yeah, I'd get so hot that like my face was red and stuff. And then that's when I would know, like, okay, it's time to go home, you know? So yeah, I kind of miss the beach now. Hide in my garage, says Linka. Gracie says, I'm just going to say it. Wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna. Marathon sex. Ooh, what's marathon sex? Please do explain. Bethany says, I just mean it takes a serious conscious effort sometimes. Wendy says, watching HGTV home decor shows. Nice. So you're saying it takes serious conscious effort sometimes. So this is where I bring in depression and anxiety, because you're always going to hear me say this, because I am very, very, because I've been through it and because I know, like, I believe in it so much. So when you are depressed and you are anxiety ridden, you cannot just snap out of it, right? There's no way. If anyone ever tells you like, oh my God, just be happy, like, just fucking slap them across the face. Not really, but yeah. Because it's not something you can just turn on and off, right? But I will always say, if you know you're in the deepest hole of depression and you know there are ways to get out of it and you do not put in the effort to do it, then that's on you and there's nothing anyone can do about that. You like, okay, and you guys know I'm super big on mental health and mental illness and all this, right? Um like you need to you need to push yourself. No one else is going to do it for you, right? Even when you just absolutely cannot. And then trust me, I've been in that dark hole where you just can't climb out of it and you're just like, I don't even want to be outside right now. I've done it to the point where every single day I would go outside, even though I dreaded it, even though I was mentally drained. I pushed myself. Mr. Q didn't even do it. He told me one time to go outside. I said no, and he stopped because he didn't want to deal with all that bullshit. You know, because he already knows. Like, if he tells me once and I say no, that just means no. But I pushed myself every single day until I wanted to go outside and take walks. So, like, you can always push yourself. Like, try to push yourself to do something that makes you happy. Because if you don't, you're just going to be a miserable, unhappy person. And you're just not going to give in 100% to whatever project you are doing or your job or your kids or, you know, like these kids right now, they piss me off today. You know what I'm going to do when Mr. Q comes home? I'm going to go lay in my bed for like 10 minutes. And then I might just go to Hobby Lobby to look around. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always stuff that you can do unless you're restricted. Like, I know sometimes people can't do shit. They don't have time, right? But even like laying down and listening to an audiobook or listening to music, you can do that. You know, if you can't go anywhere, fucking sit down at home, sit on your couch, you know, read a book, listen to audio, like an audiobook. Like, I mean, seriously, like I just don't like when people say I can't. Like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Unless, like I said, unless you're very restricted, like in prison, jail, fucking, I don't know, like just do it. Just do it. You know, like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. Let's see. Gracie said, "LOL will be hours and hours and hours." Oh damn! I wish I could do that. Bethany says, "You're right, Ruby. You are." Gracie said, couldn't agree more, Ruby. Helping yourself could be as little as simply asking for help or talking to someone. Perfectly said. Yes, thank you, Gracie. Exactly. Like, always try to help yourself, right? Lincoln says, yep, I've got a generalized anxiety disorder. I fear the fear, but what helps me a lot are comedy shows. And that is amazing, guys. And also know your triggers, for fuck's sake, all right? Like, and I'm laughing because, like, sometimes our triggers are things that we like. And I know that sounds really bizarre, but let me give you an example. I love true crime, murder mysteries. You know this. Now, there is this one show that I was watching. It's called Archive 81 on Netflix. That show freaked me the fuck out. And by the time I got to like episode 4 or 5, I needed to stop watching it because it was like mind fucking me. And I was like, okay, I can't see this shit. And I stopped watching it because I was just like, this is making me feel weird and I don't like it. But then my dumbass was like, but I really want to know what happened. So I watched 2 more episodes and then it just kind of made me feel down and depressed. And I was like, oh my God, fuck this show. I didn't even finish watching it. I didn't read what happens at the end because it was so scary to me. So like I said, know your triggers. If you know something is not good for you, you know something's bad for you, you know something is going to trigger your anxiety or your depression, just don't do it. Okay? As much as you want to, just don't do it. Like, if you know that you're working out, for example, and you want some hot Cheetos and you're like, but I really want them. And then you know that if you eat them, you're going to feel like shit later. Just don't do it. I mean, it could be even like little things that trigger you. It doesn't have to be something big, you know? Let's see. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you know you need it. Exactly. There's always friends you can talk to, okay? And when I say no one's going to help you unless you help yourself, that's you helping yourself. You're asking for help, right? That's you wanting somebody to help you. So that's you getting up, taking time out of your day to call someone, to text someone, to email someone, to tell them that you need help, right? So when they're giving you that help in return, then you're doing your job by taking care of yourself. I know it sounds kind of weird because it's like, well, didn't you just say like other people are not going to do it for you? What I mean is, if someone sees that you're depressed and you're laying in bed all day and they come up to you and they ask you if you need help and you say no, that means you're not taking care of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Um, so that's what I mean about getting up and helping yourself. And you know what's crazy? That I didn't think this way. You want to know who fucking put this in my head? And it's somebody that I've never talked to. It's someone I've never met in my life. And this person is Jim Carrey. Because he's a huge advocate for mental health, right? And he had I think he has a Twitter, I think he still has it, but he was writing about depression, and he was saying that he doesn't feel bad for people that have depression that don't help themselves. He feels bad for people that have it, but he doesn't feel bad for the people that don't get help themselves. Because me, in my journey in the beginning, I used to blame other people. I used to be like, how come Mr. Q doesn't understand? How come my best friend doesn't understand what I'm going through? Why are they like, oh, that sucks? You know, like, why is Mr. Q buying me shit to make me happy? Like, doesn't he know this has nothing to do with that? But then I realized it's not their jobs to make us happy, right? Like, they're trying to help us, but we can't expect them to understand our illness if they've never been through it, right? People can sympathize, but they can't feel it. So, yeah, just yeah. The moral of the story is take care of yourself and just do something that makes you happy. Okay? It's not gonna work all the time. You know, it's not like you're gonna have depression or anxiety and you're gonna go to fucking Walmart and look down the aisle in the craft section and then automatically you're going to be happy. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay. Just fucking move on to the next thing. You know, maybe that didn't help you and it made you feel worse. Sometimes that will happen. It's not all rainbows and butterflies, and we all know this. Sometimes you need something else. Maybe that wasn't your happy place. Maybe you just need to lay down for a little bit. You know, maybe you just need to watch a movie. I know my episodes when I have depression, they last a while. They last maybe like 2 to 3 days. The worst of it will last like a week. Let's see. LL Jim Carrey, he's my hero. Seriously, my son is so much like him, and it's not always easy. Yeah, Jim Carrey is awesome. He's an awesome person. Like, it's so funny because I watch his movies and he kind of reminds me of Robin Williams. You know, how funny and just the way he was. Unfortunately, Robin Williams he couldn't handle his life, and it was really tragic that he died. But I mean, even Robin Williams was an advocate for mental health. We don't have to lose our battles, okay? We can do something about it. And yes, it is easier said than done, but when you do it, when it's done, it gets you places, and it gets you in a mindset where you know that you're not alone, you know that you can get help, and you know that whatever you're going through will pass, you know? Let's see, months for me too sometimes. Mine go for months sometimes. Oh man, I'm so sorry that you guys, like, seriously, that's fucking terrible. My first mental breakdown, it was months, so I understand, like, that. It sucks. Even when you try to help yourself, and you just feel like you can't get out of that hole. Just know that people have done it. Other people have done it. You can do it, right? Keep that mindset. Again, it's harder. It's easier said than done, but it's possible. You can do it. Sometimes we have stupid brains, okay? That's what I call it. I'm like, stupid brain. And sometimes we need serotonin. We need more serotonin, right? To make us neutral and happy again. And medication isn't always the answer for everybody, right? And that's okay. You don't have to take medication to get better, right? This is where I say This is why this came up today in this live, is taking care of yourself can also help you, you know? And if you don't know what makes you happy, try to figure it out. It takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. Maybe it's something that you can't do like yet, right? Maybe it's a trip. Maybe you want to take a fucking trip by yourself and you can't afford it yet, right? It could be anything. I've been on antidepressants 17 now, 47 now. Yeah. And also, like, this is one of my biggest things, like, when it comes to depression, is if you've been on medication and you can't live without it, don't fucking feel bad about that, okay? We're doing our best to take care of ourselves. And if anyone ever tells you, like, oh my God, like, you've been on that for so long, like, why can't you just get off of it? Just fucking ignore that person, because they don't know your journey. They don't know the shit you've been through. They don't know how this medicine has helped you. Also, they don't know the struggles that we've gone through to get this medicine, because sometimes we'll get on antidepressants and then it won't be the right ones and we got to start with new ones or a new dose. It's fucking shit show, right? They don't understand. So don't let that shit get to you, because it used to get to me. I used to be like, this was the number one thing that would scare me. I had to up my dose and I was like, I'm not getting better. Like, why am I upping my dose? Like, oh my God, I heard that if you up your dose, like, up to the highest is 200 milligrams. Like, what if I need more than that? It's not possible. It's not. 200 is like the most you can get. So at 100, I'm fine right now, right? At 100 milligrams. But I was always scared to up it. But then again, I was like, but it's helping me. So why am I scared? You know? Don't be scared. You are a normal person. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not a fucking alien. Like, you're not a disease. You're not something like that is gonna, you know, someone can catch. Don't be afraid of taking antidepressants, and don't ever be afraid to tell somebody, because if anyone ever judged you for taking antidepressants, then they're a fucking piece of shit. Like, clear as day, piece of shit, because no one should ever judge you for helping yourself, right? Like, I mean, for example, you would never make fun of someone who had cancer, right? Never in a million years would I ever do that, because it's wrong and because it's just disgusting to be that type of person, right? Or you would never make fun of someone with a type of disease. Like, it's just, and you know, mental illness is a fucking disease. It's a disease of the brain. It's not just a feeling. And I want people to understand this. It's not a feeling. It's actually something in our brains. We don't have enough serotonin. And we need more of it. And if you don't know what serotonin is how would I explain it? I call it the happy juice. The happy juice. Okay? So it basically helps you be leveled and be happy. Basically, just fucking, you know, not sad. Like, does that make sense? It's really easy to Google it. I don't know how to explain it, but that's basically what it is. They up my dose to 300, but still not helping. They might have to change my medication again, Berta says. Honestly, 300, I didn't know you can do that, because I heard that you can overdose after 200. But then again, I guess it depends on like weight and height. But I was told to never go above 200. So that's crazy. Like, what? But yeah, sometimes you need to change medications to see which one fits you best. The feel-good hormone, yes. And you know, honestly, when I first had depression, I was like, oh my God, like, why am I so sad? What the fuck's wrong with me? And then I learned the biology of it. And I was like, oh, it's not me. It's my fucking stupid brain. I was like, can you please make more serotonin? I need serotonin, please. Like, yeah, that's why it's a disease. That's why people call it a disease, because, or an illness, illness, because it's something in your brain that is lacking. You're lacking something in your brain. And that's what people don't understand. There's like a group of people that are just like, just be happy. Oh my God, go to Disneyland. Like, bitch, you go to Disneyland. Like, what the fuck? I don't want to go to Disneyland. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. I'm on a roll today, guys. It It just pisses me off. To the core when someone tells you to just be happy. Just be happy. Maybe you can go get your nails done. Like, shut the fuck up. You are like, damn, what the fuck? Let's see. When there's a zombie apocalypse, I'll be raiding all the pharmacies in town. Exactly, girl. Me too, shit. You and I together. Then we could probably sell it on the side in the apocalypse world. Sell it for what, you say? Food. They upped my dose to 300, but still not helping. They might... Oh, I already read that one. I can't pursue professional help at the moment, so when I feel the storm brewing, I try and spend more time with my dogs. Dogs make everything better. That's so sweet, Elizabeth. I'm happy that you found a way to make you feel better, you know? And yes, dogs can be the reason why some people are like, oh, I feel better. Yes, little puppy. Ooh, puppy kisses. Yes. Berta says, yeah, they told me 200 was max, but they had me at 250 now, 300 still not helping. So have you tried doing blood work to see how your thyroid is? Sometimes people can get feelings of depression if their thyroid is jacked up. And that's what happened to my sister. My sister thought that she was depressed because she had all the symptoms, right? And anxiety. And I told her to go get blood work done, and she did. And she found out that she had thyroid disease. And then they gave her medicine, and then she started feeling better. Like, she was like, oh shit, what? Like, it made a huge difference, you know? Also, the medication max is different for different meds. Oh, okay. I had no idea. From what I heard, like the 3 of them that I know, and in general, I was always told that above 200 is overdose section where you can get serotonin syndrome. And serotonin syndrome is where you overdose. And it doesn't cause death. It just causes really bad things. Like, you get more depressed. You have suicidal thoughts. You shake a lot. Your body's shaking, like shivering. You have migraines. So that's why I was like, I never wanted to go up to 200 because they offered it to me, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go up to 200. Like, I was at 75. Like, why are you asking me to go to 200? If you ever feel uncomfortable with the dosage that they're trying to give you, just get a second opinion, because sometimes that second opinion helps. You know, it helps you decide what you should do. Elizabeth says, glad you're doing great, Linka. Berta, I hope you are able to find something that helps soon. Yes, me too, seriously. Like, oh, shoot, the hell. Definitely, hopefully you can get the help that you need, because if that's not helping you, I mean, that's something I would really be like, hey, like, I need to know what the hell's going on, because, you know, that's just, if I'm not feeling good at 300 milligrams, like, what the hell, you know? But like I said, do some blood work, and if you haven't already, you know, maybe consider doing that and see if there's anything happening, like, internally. I don't like telling people what to do, but it helped when my sister did it. So that's why I'm saying, I always tell people, like, if you can't figure out what's going on, like, do blood work, because sometimes things are happening internally within our bodies that, you know, affect our mind and the way we think. Berta said, I'm getting better now, but it was bad for quite a while. Yeah, well, I'm glad you're doing better now. And also, if you guys didn't know, it takes about a month for antidepressants to kick in. So you will feel kind of weird for the first 2 to 3 weeks, but then your body and your mind will get used to having that in your system, and that's when it starts working, is within a month. I mean, everybody's different, but it doesn't happen right away. It's not going to happen within the first week. So don't expect, like, oh my God, I feel better the next day. That's not how it works, right? Berta says, Elizabeth, it's been a work in progress again for over a year. It was good for years, and the C happened. I worked at a hospital that had panic attacks. Oh my gosh. Yes. So, I fucking hate COVID so much. I hate it with a passion because it has made everything fucking harder to do. Like, those people, I feel so bad for people who would see their therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, like whatever, how many times a week or a month they would see them. They had to start doing virtual shit. You know how fucking bad that is to just switch someone like that? Especially if, like, they are the persons they go to for help, and then they're like, oh, we gotta do it over the phone now. Like, what the fuck? Um, and and oh my god, it just made everything, like, anxiety, everything, like, everybody was so anxious, like, fuck. This is why I say don't pay attention to social media. And if you work in the field and you see it every day, just like try to keep a positive mindset so that you don't go crazy, man. Because I don't work in that field, okay? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you see, but I've heard some of my friends who work in the field tell me what they see. And some of them, they've even asked me, like, what should I do? Like, should I quit my job? I can't handle the anxiety that comes with it. And I'm like, don't quit your job. I'm like, just stay positive and just take care of yourself, like wear a mask, sanitize, change your clothes if that will make you feel better. Like after your shift, go take a shower. Like I try to give them advice because that's people's livelihoods. I'll never understand what a nurse or a doctor goes through on a daily basis, right? But I want to help my friends who ask me, like, what should I do? And I'm like, don't quit your job. Like, this is what you're going for. This is what I don't want to be mean, but this is what you signed up for, in a good way, in a positive way, like to help people, right? I'm like, if you're scared, like maybe ask your boss to give you some days off or like take some vacation leave, right? But I totally understand where you're coming from, Berta, because it's hard for you guys out there. Like it really is. It fucking sucks. And I can't imagine working in that field myself because I know I'd be anxiety ridden too, you know? Um, let's see. Yeah, that's what she said. I mean, I only take 20 milligrams a day, but it took years to find the right medicine with blood work. Berta says, they check my thyroid all the time. I've had many biopsies. I just don't qualify yet for medications for my thyroids. No way. Really? That fucking sucks. Oh my god. So you have thyroid disease and you're not getting medication? Is that what you're saying for it? Elizabeth says, Paxil works pretty quick, like within days, but was undesired side effects such as losing control of the words that come out of your mouth, or maybe that was just my personal experience. Oh damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's not good. Linka says, and I also found that magnesium helped me so much. Hi, I'll join the catch up replay. Joanne, hey Joanne. Hey Angie. Okay, so what was I gonna say? Okay, you guys want to know something that made me feel so much better after I caught COVID? And seriously, this is like the smartest, stupidest thing, like the most dumbest thing that has made me feel better about COVID. It's not just wearing my mask or sanitizing my hands, okay? I'm gonna give you some little pro tips here. Make sanitation fun by getting Bath and Body Works disinfectant spray. Okay, like that makes it a lot more like, like, oh my god, I'm so girly, or something. I don't know. I know it sounds stupid, but it helps me. Like I have it in my car, and every time I come in, I'm like, and I'm like, oh, it smells so good. Like, you know what I mean? It's so stupid. Men, you can do that too. Fucking go to Bath and Body Works. They have a men's section, and they have sanitizing spray. And it is so, oh my god, it smells so fucking good. And maybe I shouldn't be saying this because I work for Scentsy, but I don't give two fucks. I don't give a fuck. So that's what I do. I get my sanitation, not the jelly, it's a spray. It's fucking amazing. It will change your life, okay? And then another thing is I take now every single day, I take vitamin D with zinc. It's one pill, vitamin D with zinc. I guarantee that if you catch COVID, which I hope you don't, but if you do, your symptoms would be less because they will be not as bad as if you weren't taking vitamin D and zinc every day. Um, what else? What else? Um, you know, I know this is gonna sound so dumb but like I said, this is just me who I like doing this. Buy cool masks. Fuck it. Go on Etsy, find some cute masks that go with your outfits, and fucking buy them if it makes you feel better, right? Like make this pandemic fun. No, I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying if it makes you feel better, which it did for me, do stuff like that. You know, some people are different. Some people don't give a fuck. Some people just wear a blue mask and whatever, dude. Okay, cool. But like, if you want to feel a tiny little bit better, get scented sanitizing spray, get cute masks. Take your vitamins. Take vitamins. Prepare yourself. Elderberry too. If you take elderberry. If you take elderberry, that is supposed to prevent you from getting sick. So I mean, it's fucking amazing. I don't know how people don't know about elderberry, but holy shit, like that shit's amazing. They sell it everywhere, by the way. Let's see. Berta says I take calcium with vitamin D pill, and zinc 4 times a week. See? And I mean, this vitamin D and zinc you can take every day, right? Because I do it every day, so it's just a vitamin. Where's Beth with the D joke? I don't know. Where's Bevy? Bevy, are you working on lurking? Jeremy says, yeah, they say zinc captures the virus, doesn't let it spread. Yes. You can call me Butter. Hey, Elizabeth, I'm lurking. Elizabeth says, hello, enablers outpost. So yeah, take like precaution, you know. I know a lot of people don't even go out, you know, and that's also an issue. Like, it's not an issue like where like, you know, you don't have to fucking go anywhere if you don't want. But if you're feeling down and blue and you want to go somewhere, just, you know, go. Just be cautious, be prepared. And, you know, I don't go anywhere now without my mask. I'm like, fuck this. Back then I didn't care, but then I caught the Rona and I was like, nope. Nay, 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 nay. No, 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 no. I'm not going anywhere without my mask. I'm not wearing gloves because it's way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Yeah. Calcium with vitamin D. Vitamin D is daily. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm like, I look like that one meme with the girl with the math problems behind her and they're just floating around her. I'm like, I'm like, wait, what? But I know I came off rough in this live today, but I just want to get my message out. All right? Like, if you're watching the replay, like, I'm not upset at anybody, right? Like, I don't want anyone to be like, oh my God, why does she sound so angry? Well, one, because my kids pissed me off. Okay? And two, because I just want you guys to know that it's going to be okay, and that I want you guys to take time for yourself this week. Do something this week. It's only Monday, right? Actually, you know what? I have an assignment for you guys. How about that? Everyone who's watching right now. I want you to do something that makes you happy this week. I don't give a fuck what it is. It could be fucking, it could be hanging out with your dog, it could be walking, playing games, watching a movie, going to the movies, shopping, whatever the fuck it is. And I want you guys to come back next week and tell me exactly what that was, because I want to know, right? I want to know. I want to know what made you happy, because I care. And because I feel like if you talk about what made you happy, maybe you will continue to do it. Right? Maybe you've never done something that makes that you, okay, I know this sounds dumb, but a lot of people don't do stuff like that. A lot of people just kind of keep it inside, right? When they're upset and they don't do anything for themselves. So maybe if you do something for yourself, you're blah, blah, can't talk, what the fuck? Maybe you'll keep doing it. It will become a routine every week, once a week. Do something for yourself, right? Can y'all do that for me? I want you guys to do that for me. Actually, you know what? Don't even fucking do it for me. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself and then come back next week and tell me what you did. How about that? Did that sound good? Does that sound good? Like, what? What the fuck is going on right now with Ruby? What? Well, if you're new to my channel, you would know that this is just me all the time, okay? Let's see. Thank you, Butter. Yes, they suck. Migraines. Yes, migraines are the worst. They last days and they don't go away. I usually take Excedrin extra, or what is it? Yeah, like Excedrin extra or some shit like that. And it'll go away. Like, I think it's, what, 250 milligrams? That's what I need for me at least. But, I mean, like Mr. Q took one yesterday. Or was it yesterday? The day before yesterday? He's like, don't I need to take two? I was like, I take one. He's like, okay, I'll take one too. But yeah. Let's see. How long have I been on? Not like I have anything to do. Oh, well, I am going to do my nails. But... my phone has been... That's so funny. I think you guys had a frozen screen, right? Let's see. Consider it done. All right. So what is everybody doing this week? Okay. are you working? What are you doing? What are you doing this week? I want to know. I want to know. What are you doing this week?